Hello. Okay, today my hands are so cold. I wanted to look over this couple of things. Okay, I'm back. Hello. I was just playing a little bit of guitar until someone joined, and then I will talk about the things. Okay, I've already repeated. Yo, what's going on? I was just listening. Okay. Yes, it's because I was just playing like random warm up things because my hands are cold. So I don't know. I wanted to warm my hands a little bit because I prefer to talk when I feel like someone is listening. Right? When there is when if I see the view counter at 1, I'm like, okay, I don't I don't even mind not getting a lot of chat replies if I see the 1 because I'm like, okay, somebody is listening. I'm not talking to myself. And yeah, this is what I wanted to talk about today. This tweet. Okay, this is a picture I used for a Russian search engine. And this tweet. I don't know what I wanted to think about this, but I wanted to. First, let's read it. In 2016, I was flown to Boston to interview with McKinsey for a job I really wanted. I interviewed decently but didn't get an offer. It could have made for an interesting timeline because I would have chosen to end the relationship that ended up ending difficultly and throwing me off. Around the same time, I was flown to Wisconsin to interview with Epic, and they had this absurd campus with themed elevators and slides. They made me an offer, but I rejected it. It couldn't have been my style. I ended up part-time at an analytics consultant startup thing in Atlanta, and then part-time remotely there, and at a health systems startup in Cleveland, having followed the relationship, and then went full-time at that startup, leaving the first behind. I trusted startups then. I've worked at 2 startups subsequently, and unless I somehow come around enough to start my own someday, I would never work for another. Besides the Cleveland startup, run by former consultants, the others were run by incompetents willing to fake it until they made it. What's funny is that, starting out, I was so wary of large corporations. I had an awful internship with DuPont during undergrad and feared becoming a cog. I interviewed with large corporations, but I didn't trust them. Now, after all that, I'm seeing what's wrong with academia. If I go back to work one day, I think I'd like to do something boring, somewhere no one has heard of. Something founded to solve a real, albeit minor problem, back when people had a little more dignity. That seems ideal to me, and in my other experience, that is the sweet spot. This is interesting. I think this was, if I need some difference, my biggest mental career timeline pivot that almost worked out but didn't quite, and made me end up in a startup thingy is interviewing for EY in 2015 and not McKinsey in 2016. And yeah, I think I liked this thought experiment, right? Of yesterday night, I wanted to tweet this, but I found the tweet like late in the evening. So I wanted to tweet something like, this makes me think about interesting timelines, right? Like, what are the events that I think got me into certain timelines or others, right? The thing is that I don't think, like I couldn't think about it on the spot. That's why I wanted to think out loud about this. And one of the things is definitely the internship I went to, right? I pictured the internship much more differently than what it actually was. Back when I joined that internship, the internship I did at this aerospace company, well, it was a consultant company, but we were doing like aerospace type things, research and development. When I joined there, well, people told to me that that was a nice place to get an internship because you could learn on the job, right? It was pretty learning focused or whatever. And basically that you could do whatever to learn. And I was very focused on CFD, on like computational fluid dynamics. I liked that. And I thought that it would be cool to get into that field. And that's why I joined the internship that I did. But then in the internship that I did, like I never actually touched any CFD stuff. Because the way it went was like you joined projects, right? So depending on which stage of the project or the process the project is, you could do some things or another. And we were at such an early stage that like CFD was not a thing for the project. Like we didn't require CFD at that stage. And I didn't get to join some of the other projects that were like already established that needed CFD people or something. Like if I had joined one of the teams that had CFD people, like that needed CFD people, maybe now I wouldn't be unemployed and streaming, and I would be doing something else, right? Maybe I would be working in industry moderately happy, right? Maybe I would be making engineer money, right? Not outlandish American dollars, but I don't know, reasonable, couple of years of experience, engineer dollars in engineer euros, sorry, in Spain, which is not a lot, but maybe like I wouldn't have gone the path of looking online and all of this, right? Or maybe I would have still kept going on the path of looking online, but with those couple of years of experience and in that world. That is something I think sometimes, right? I sometimes think that maybe I could have gone that path. Maybe I would know more people from in real life, right? I would know my coworkers by now because I started the internship remotely, right? But maybe if I liked the internship, the problem with the internship was not just that I was paid very little money, was that I didn't like it. Right? If I liked it, I don't know, like I could have, I don't know, I talk about, well, I'm not sure if here I talk a lot about money, but I don't know, with my friends and all of that. What was he saying? Money. Okay. I talk a lot about money with my friends and all this, and I think a lot about money in my head, right? But I don't know, like actually I don't really care about it, right? Both, I think my actions show that. If I really care about money, like I would simply get it, right? I care about money in a way that like, but I first care about like satisfaction and all of these things, right? If I just cared about money, like I would, I don't know, go to oil fields or some, I don't know, do some kind of type of like those type of jobs that pay money, and I don't know. I guess, right? I'm not sure what I would do, or I would work harder at something. Right? I don't know. I would probably just do the technology thing, right? I would have already gotten a shitty job to like do the career thing. I don't know. I'm not sure what I would have done, but I would probably have done something different than what I have done now. That's it. That's if I liked money. The problem was with that internship was not that it paid too little, which was also true. It was mainly that I didn't like it, right? That I felt useless and all that thing. So like my brother, for example, he's also doing like one of these internships that pays very little money, but he likes it. Right? He likes, or he doesn't like some things, but he likes some others. I don't know. He was in the stream the other day, like posting things or whatever. Maybe I am just like more depressive and he is more, I don't know, optimistic and he can see the good parts and I couldn't. But I don't know. I don't think it's strictly that. It was a pretty depressing internship, I would say. Like at least the way I was in it. I don't know. But the thing is that in another timeline, maybe it wouldn't have been a depressive internship, right? Maybe it would have been, and I would have been learning the thing I actually wanted to learn, which was this computational fluid dynamics or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I could have also, in the same one that I did, I could have just shoehorned computational fluid dynamics into it, right? Maybe I could have, I don't know, by force of will, being like, okay, how about we do some preliminary whatever, right? And I could have just known whatever the fuck I wanted about that, right? And maybe I would have been even called, oh wow, you are doing so much work, because no one cared about the work, right? So maybe like just using pretty pictures would have impressed people or something, right? I liked CFD because of the pretty pictures too, also. I don't know. Not sure if I have a lot more to say about this. Let me check one thing. Bookmarks. Okay, no, I don't see any relevant bookmarks. I thought I had like bookmarked something, but not really. So yeah, that's basically what I was thinking. Thinking about career, essentially. Any thoughts? I see that there are 3 people. Let's see the... Oops. Maybe it's wrong because I don't see the statistics part. Look. Normally there's a graph here. A graph that goes like, oops, someone joined. Someone didn't join. Like someone left. It goes down. But now there's no graph. I don't want to reload the page just in case it breaks the stream. I don't think it would happen, but just in case. Okay, oh yeah. Another thing, fuck it, let's talk about this. I have it here, but I don't know. I saw on an email something like this, and it was interesting, right? It was a non-profit, blah, 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 that dedicated to the pursuit of learning and intellectual inquiry. I don't really think about money, to be honest. I think that's a blessing. Maybe? I don't know. I would say also, I don't know. I don't mean this in a scoldy way or whatever. Also a privileged way, in a way, right? A privileged thing to say. Like if you have, I don't know, the privilege of not thinking about money, it's more of a mental privilege, I would say, right? Because you can be poor and not think about money, right? Well, maybe not thinking about money is bad. I don't know, depends. Maybe you should think about money, actually. I don't know, reverse the advice. I have a video called Reverse All Advice. $20 views. Shit. Maybe I could remove myself from the thumbnail. This video. Yeah, I don't swim in it, but it keeps me around, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I think some people would say something like, this is the German government's way of like, I don't know, like if it gives you money for studying, you're like, you don't think about it, right? But yeah, this guy Ramit, for example, X Ramit. He always says stuff like, You should think about money or whatever, but like in terms of what makes you happy or like what do you want to achieve with the money or whatever. And I'm like, huh, interesting. Let's see if he takes fake emails or these whatever. Temp mail. I'm going to see what this is a course about. Holy fuck. 150 a month. Insane. $300 a month. Holy shit. Revenue through courses and advertising, courses, books, coaching, certifications, ebooks and coaching, online courses, coaching, advertising, books, courses, ebook courses, ebook course, coaching, ebook course, software. Hey, this is the patio guy. Ebooks, courses and coaching, online membership, which is community, I would say. Courses, coaching events, ebooks, courses, coaching, courses, ebooks, courses. Ebooks, courses, books, advertising, ebooks, courses, ebooks, courses, personal coaching, advertising, courses, build equipment, and build food. Oh, that's cool. Workshops, kits, ebooks, board games, workshop courses, ebooks, courses, personal coaching. Poof. That's only $5 a day. Bro, that's too much. Yeah. I mean, depends on the frame, I guess, right? Yeah. And if you spend like a coffee or whatever, right? If you drink a $5 coffee every day, I don't, but Hi, привет. Business idea. If you had an extra 3 hours free this weekend, what would you do? E.g., cook, organize my closet, read books on coding. Bro, I don't know. Probably just browse the internet or something like this. What do other people struggle with that comes easily to you? These are so hard. What skills you've developed? What knowledge have you acquired? What are the biggest challenges you've overcome? What problems do your friends ask you for help with? I mean, I just thought of one at least. Some people ask me about car buying advice or something like this. For example, I always go to you for advice on investing. What are some things you do go to me for? Okay. I don't ever drink coffee, so no. I don't know these exercises. I don't know why I don't want to do this, but I don't really want to do this. At least right now. Maybe for another day. Let's download them. Well, let's do them here. Okay, boom. And the business ideas, boom. Okay, this is the thing that I wanted to look at also. This is some kind of strange, not, I don't know, I found it on my email. I'm not sure how. Oh yeah, I'm subscribed to some kind of, I don't know, it's called the Catherine Project. Catherine Project. And it's some kind of self-study type thing. And they have courses or reading groups or something like this. But they are free, right? That's the thing. And I don't know, I wanted to join. Never got to actually join one of these courses, but I don't know. I'm subscribed to the thing. And in that email, they showed me this. And this is like some place in New York, upstate New York, where you kind of like self-study or something. And they pay for whatever. You have to do some things like communal duties and all that type of shit. And you get to study an hour a day. I don't know. They have like the schedule here or something. Yeah, what is expected? Commitment to the life of the mind, taking responsibility. And I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, a day in the examined life. 1 hour of solitary time to read and write every morning. 3 hours seminar with a faculty member. 2 hours of manual work focused on film production, blah, blah, blah. 3 hours of free time to read, study, dance, hike, reflect, and contemplate alone or in community. 3 communal meals. I must be, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't know, sounds strange, but if it's free, fuck it, right? And the thing is that it's in fucking New York, so I would have to spend 2 minutes not free, right? I would have to fucking go to New York. But I don't know, if like I could simply apply, and if I get rejected, which is the most likely outcome, nothing happens. And if I get accepted, I could discuss, hey, blah, 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 is there a way, right? And if there is not a way, then I could think, should I like pay for this using cryptocurrency? And if it's too much, our cryptocurrency has like tanked by the time this comes, I could be like, okay, sorry, like I can't afford the tickets, blah, 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 or something. And they would understand and give the spot to another person, right? So, but the thing is, I wanted right now to click to the application thing, right? To see what they ask. And to think at least a little bit out loud about this. Playing doesn't hurt, I guess. Yep. Yeah. Okay, so I could do this. This is the problem, right? How do you imagine using your unstructured time at the Matthew Strother Center? I don't know, right? Application essays. We want you to know how you think, how you reference your thinking. To that end, please avoid imagining what we want to hear. We have no particular answers in mind. We highly recommend writing and saving your essays in a text editor in case of computer malfunction. Please check the grammar, blah, blah, blah. What are you searching for in study? What's the story of your seeking? I don't know. Like, I don't know what I would do a week there, right? Tell us about a text you found yourself deeply immersed in. Describe what it felt to move through it. Oh, also, this is like a no technology place, right? Like, it's like you are not allowed to bring a phone or shit like this, which was interesting. So it's like lately I'm thinking so much about video and all of these things that I thought it would be funny to like just do the opposite, right? To go 10 days to a place where you cannot even record anything or something, right? They give you like a picture thing. Yeah, I guess I could be some. It could be something like video. My first thought to the question, what would I do with my free time, was just fab. But if I have no technology there, I actually might not have something better to do. Wait, fab? As in fab? As in masturbate or what? Yes, lol. I hadn't thought of that. I mean, if someone wants to help, but I was assuming like they share the room environment, right? They are like, you share a room with someone, and I'm like, yeah, and I like, yeah, I would be open, so like I wouldn't masturbate for 10 days or whatever. Right? That's what I would do. Tell us about the text. Oh lol, okay, scratch that. I mean, like if they want to help, maybe I could be open, but these questions, for example, are so fucking wooey. I don't get them. If books are our instruments of salvation, what in us do they redeem? Bro, what the fuck is this question, right? Has your thinking been shaped by a tradition that you only belatedly realized you were within? If so, how? Just pick B and said no. Lumao. No in 250 words. No. I don't know, this is an interesting question. What should be left alone, and to what is it is imperative to give form? What do they even mean? What should be left alone? I don't know. This is like the first thing that comes to mind is something like nature or whatever, but I don't actually think nature should be left alone, right? I like learning about machines that cut trees, like the other day, right? I like learning about tree harvesters, and I like them. But I don't know. There is a sense in which I think not left alone, but I think it should be destroyed in a careful manner, right? To what is it imperative to give form? I don't know. I don't think it's imperative to give form to anything, right? I don't even know what the second part of that question means. It's like, what must you give form? What should you mold to a certain way? I don't know. My mind went to like children or something like this, right? It's like humans. You should mold other humans, but not in a bad way, right? Like in a, but I wouldn't say imperative or something like this, right? I got it, I guess. And yeah, if books are instruments of salvation, what in us do they redeem? No idea. I think that the tradition, has your thinking been shaped by a tradition that you only belatedly realized you were within? If so, how? I do think sometimes about like what I think I could probably write something about this, right? Be and something like shame related, probably. Something shame related, as in a Catholic way, right? I feel like there is Catholicism in me in that way. I feel like I have unknowingly absorbed Catholic guilt. And how do you imagine my time? Yeah, buddy. With those questions, I have no idea what you would want to hear. Yeah, I think that these questions are so fucking strange that the only way to answer them is to think of what they would want to hear, I would guess, right? It's like you would assume that they are looking for people who want to study something very interesting, or who are like, yeah, something like this, right? Or who are like deeply interested in philosophical text or something, right? For example, my answer would probably be something like, I was thinking and I had either 266, 2666, or um, bullshit books like copywriting books, copywriting books. Maybe Venkatesh Rao's notebook. Mediocre computer series. Mediocre computing series. I like this one. Then maybe another one. Could be... Oh yeah, Derek Sivers. The Derek Sivers book. I finished it pretty quickly. The book I commented about the music thing, that book I finished pretty quickly. So that one could be as well. I don't know what am I searching for in study. Answers, I guess, right? Not really even. That's why I don't do it, because I know there are no answers. Do they talk about ebooks? Because to me, reading is ebooks, but... FAQs. What does low technology mean? You will be asked to leave a phone, laptop, or other devices in a communal box upon arrival. You are welcome to bring your own books. Oh. If everything there is no tech, I would guess it's normal books, not ebooks. What should I not bring? Any alcohol, drugs, or flammables? Zero tolerance policy towards the use of alcohol or drugs. No alcohol. Whoa. Dicks? Yo, what the fuck? Bro, that's fucking disgusting. I'm not sure I want to go. Poison ivy, what's that? No feedback. Hyperlocal produce. Leftovers. No, okay. Leftovers are alright. Two of the 5 participants. Only 5 people. Bro, I'm not going there. No idea. Bro, that's a lot of people. I am not going to read all this. Not because I don't care, but because I don't know, it doesn't make sense. Okay, I don't know why I'm reading this. The Examined Life. Strother School of Attention. Oh, okay, he passed away or something. Mm. What's this? Radical Attention. Are they on YouTube? Only Vimeo. Hmm. I'm not sure if they would vibe with my YouTube channel, I guess. But all these people must have social media, right? Maybe not. Sustainedattention.net. Attention activism. Attention labs. Bruh. Vanguard. Pretty insane. This makes no sense. I may apply anyways, but I'm pretty sure it's not the vibe. Okay, I don't have anything more to say. Maybe I will think about this next week because the application deadline is 29, so I will think about it until the 29th, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what will happen with that. Maybe I should think about other things instead. Sounds fair. I mean, it doesn't hurt, but I get what you mean. Yeah. I'm not sure if it's the vibe. I thought it was a fun experiment, but I don't know. I don't think they all hate technology, right? But I definitely want to be more in technology. That's why I thought it was good to experience the no technology thing, but yeah, maybe that's not the vibe they are looking for. But I can't think a lot about this. What are they thinking about? Yesterday I tweeted this, for example. But I tweeted it, right? So this. I don't know why I get so in my head about contacting people I know. I never do it because I get in my head about it, but I don't get why. Kinda crazy. Seems like such an easy thing to do, especially now, literally text on a screen and pressing the send button. Thinking about it recently because of Vivisa's 6 excellent peers blog post and this book. Pretty obvious advice, but look at your contact list and see who's doing interesting things and read to them. Seems so easy and with so much upside, but I never do it. And I will read advice like that and be like, yeah, of course. Then think of a couple people, etc. But then I start thinking about what will I say and I go black and forget about it. Feels like it's rude to expect people to want to talk to me. Why would they accept? I don't have anything to say, to be honest. I just want to listen what's going on in their lives. Derek does put the spin on how could you help. Derek is the guy from the book. And maybe that's where I blank out. I guess some people either have no shame regarding whether they are helpful and others are helpful naturally. I don't mind cold contacting people and I do that relatively often online, I'd say. I think this is because unknown people are unknowingly open to talk. You don't know until you ask. Plus I'm polite and respectful with the time, I'd say. Well, could be better, but that's why the response rate is mid. But people I already know just seem to get the vibe they aren't. It feels rude to assume aren't open to talk. It feels rude to assume they want to accept talking to me who has nothing going on and nothing to offer despite an year, nothing to request either. That's amazing. Except time, I guess. I'm offering time to, though. I don't know. I thought of this, right? And yeah, I don't want to put this feeling there, right? I don't want to decide for them that they don't want to have me in their thing, right? I will let them decide. Probably not, okay, but I will let them decide. Yeah, with real people, it's different because real people, there is something already, right? So there is something that you can lose, I guess. If you bother someone, you lose the possibility of them contacting you or something. It's like if you are in good standing. As I see it now, can you add the 4:30 CT somewhere on your YouTube account as well? I was searching in the beginning. I don't have Twitter. Oh, okay. True. That's true. Actually, on Twitch, you can set up a streaming schedule, but on YouTube, I don't think you can. Like, you can program a certain live stream to happen at certain hour, I think. Maybe I should do that. Like, always have the stream for the next day set up something like, wait until this hour, and I connect at then or something. I mean, today I was like, I don't do it because today, for example, I was like, what, half an hour late. So I was writing a YouTube comment, by the way. It's like if you're in good standing with someone, you lose. like in the bio or something. I think I have to do it on Edge. Oh, 9, 15 years, right? 15 years of drift. Six, 30, sit. En inglés, generalmente. Publicar. All right. I thought it would be easy. Yeah, it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. Let's check. Hasn't updated yet. I guess it takes a while. Okay. All right. That's it for today. I'm going to go play PUBG or something. But maybe I should stream one day me playing PUBG, but I talk in Spanish. So, thank you for being here again. Let's go. So yeah, I have to think about, I don't know, not better streams necessarily, but to at least have a topic or something. Right? Today I had 2 topics, but they were too few topics. The thing is that some topics I feel like they are too long. Like watching my own videos, my own 100 videos, is too long. But I don't know, maybe I will have to start doing that because I get curious about some things. We'll see. We'll see what I do tomorrow. Let's see if I think about it tonight.